Welcome to the Daily Fantasy 5 for Tuesday, May 7th. This is episode 77, and we are brought to you, as always, by MathRadio.com, where you can pick up an online math course for your child ages 7 through 17 to help them get better grades in school, score higher on exams, and even get into college. Once again, that is www.mathradio.com. All right, the 5 things you need to know in the world of fantasy sports start off today with the terrible performance by Kyrie Irving so far in this series against the Milwaukee Bucks. He's shooting 19 for 62, which is 31%, and plays no defense, which doesn't really matter for fantasy purposes, but the guy is killing the Celtics. Let's see. Last night we had the Bucks plus 1.5, and then the over. Well, Kyrie won us the Bucks bet, but he lost us the over because he simply couldn't make a basket. So don't start Kyrie Irving ever again. I'm done with this guy. Anyway, let's move on to some baseball injuries. Our story number 2 comes out of Washington, with the Nationals having 2 injuries in last night's game against the Brewers. Gomes, their catcher, was hit by a pitch. He was batting .267 with 2 home runs and 10 RBIs. It is unclear how long he's going to be out for right now. It looks like it might just be a bruise. Andrew Stevenson, the outfielder, has back spasms. He only has 12 at-bats this year. Looks like he might be out for a while. Back issues can cause major problems. All right, story number 3 is that we have 2 NBA games tonight. The first game is the 76ers at the Toronto Raptors. Toronto is favored by 6. This is an 8 o'clock tip-off. The over-under for the game is 211.5. In all 4 games in this series, the score has gone 211 or under. So I definitely like the under in this game. And I also like the 76ers plus 6. I'm not sure if Philadelphia can actually win the game or not, but I think they have all the talent in the world, and giving them 6 points I think is great value. So I will take the 76ers plus 6, and then I will take the under in the over-under of 211.5. The 2 highest rated players on Roto-Grinders for this game tonight for daily fantasy purposes are Marc Gasol with a 7.58 multiplier and JJ Redick with a 7.16 multiplier. All right, moving on to our late night game, we have Portland at Denver. Denver is favored by 4.5 points. This game tips off at 10:30, and the over-under is 213 points. I have no idea what's going to happen in this game. I have no idea what's going to happen in any Denver game. We will not be making any wagers on this one. The 2 highest rated players on Roto-Grinders are Maurice Harkless at 6.4 and Will Barton at 6.39. Speaking of daily fantasy, let's go ahead and set a lineup for tonight. The problem with tonight's schedule is that the small forward spots are kind of the best spot, where 3 out of 4 players on the top players rated on Roto-Grinders are small forwards. So you've got to bench one of them. And then also the power forwards are terrible. So your 2 basic options are either to go with Marc Gasol at center, who is one of the highest rated players on Roto-Grinders, or to go with Jokic at center and spend your money there, hoping he'll have another monster game. Well, I ended up going with Gasol as my center at 5,500. My terrible power forwards are Pascal Siakam and Aminu. Siakam is 7,500, Aminu is 5,700. My small forwards, I went with the 2 guys in the late night matchup, Harkless and Barton. Harkless is 4,300, Barton is 4,700. The other guy that was in consideration here was JJ Redick. He's the other guy up at the top on Roto-Grinders, but I decided to go with Harkless and Aminu. My small forwards, I ended up spending on Jimmy Butler, hoping that he's going to have a good game tonight in a desperate situation. And I went with, who's my other small forward? Danny Green at 4,400. My point guards are Ben Simmons at 7,800 and Damian Lillard at 9,900. So I had $400 left over, not the most efficient lineup in the world, but I think it's good enough for a winner. So again, I'm going with Ben Simmons, Damian Lillard, Green, Butler, Barton, Harkless, Aminu, Siakam, and Gasol as my daily fantasy basketball lineup tonight. All right, that's it for today for the Daily Fantasy 5. Tomorrow we will be bringing you the NFC West. So we'll be going through that division and recapping their draft. As always, please visit www.mathradio.com, where you can pick up an online math course for your child for as little as $9.99. If you're listening on iTunes, please give us a 5-star ranking and a wonderful review. If you're checking it out on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and leave us a comment below. And if you're listening on Spotify, thank you and tell a friend. All right, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a great day. Bye for now.